Hi, hello, good evening. This is May Dulau, and it is a lovely evening in Hawaii. It's Thursday, 11 p.m., and we're excited. We're starting a whole new series of live webinars for the outside person looking in, wanting to know if they want to do internet marketing. And it's also a journey for us to see how well we can do in our business. And, it's kind of like laying it all bare open. Like you're going to see what we do, how we work our business, and whether it works or not. So this is an experiment for us, and it's an experiment for you to watch. And hopefully you'll find it very exciting. I think this is exciting because it's kind of like just putting us out there. A lot of people ask us, well, what do you do? How do you make money online? How do you do this? Well, you know what? You're going to have the opportunity to see us do things in our business and see if we succeed or fail. Now, why would we do this? Well, because we want you to understand what we do. We want you to see our development as marketers. And we also want you to see if this is something you want to do. So as you watch these series of episodes, you can make a decision for yourself. Is this something that you're going to want to do? Because if it is, you might as well just click the link below this video and get started. If it's not, then don't watch it anymore, and you know for sure that this wasn't your path, which is great because then you can find out what your real path is, and that's wonderful. So to me, it's a win-win all around. We're going to have an amazing journey where you can discover if this is something right for you. Maybe you're already in internet marketing and you're watching this and you just want some guidance for yourself. Well, I'm excited to share with you what we know and excited to show you also what we don't know. And we still have success in this business because you know what? No one's ever perfect in what they do. Okay? It's not something that is easy or automatic for everyone. Okay? So before I begin, I just want to put in some ground rules. So every week on Thursday, 11 p.m., we're going to be doing this hangout. And we're going to show you how we market online. And then we're going to actually do it. You see, we're going to do what we say we're going to do. We're going to run Facebook campaigns every week, starting on Thursdays. We might run more in the between. However, every Thursday we're going to do one. And then the next week, Thursday, we're going to talk about whether it flopped or whether it succeeded or what exactly happened with that campaign. So this is exciting for me, exciting for you. I hope you're excited as I am. So I'm going to just get started. So while I look for my stuff, I just want to share with you. I'm going to talk while I look through my computer and get everything ready, okay, so to give you some background. So what we do in our business right now is specifically we work on Facebook campaigns. Now, other people will do other kinds of advertising. We know people who are very successful at doing Craigslist advertising, or they blog to get traffic, or they pay for leads in a solo ad campaign. So there's lots of ways to make money marketing, and those are just a few that I just mentioned. There's plenty, and I'm I'm not the one to tell you what you want to do, and I'm not the one to be an expert on any of them. And even the one that, sorry, I'm unpacking my bag right now. So even the one that I'm going to talk about today, this Facebook campaign, I am not an expert on it. However, I am going to become an expert right in front of your eyes as we do this series. And if you follow along and you decide that this is something you want to do, you're going to be an expert too. And once you're an expert, possibilities are endless. So let us begin. Okay, so I'm really excited. So today, what I did today was, all right, what I did yesterday was I wrote an ad. Okay, I wrote a Facebook ad. So what is a Facebook ad? Basically, I wrote a story. Okay, I wrote a story in like Word. Okay, I wrote it out. I followed a storytelling process that is being taught in our business to us by one of our leaders. His name is Cal Nye. He has a lot of insight on how to tell stories, and he makes a lot of money doing that. So I followed that format, and I wrote a story last night. So I'm going to share with you that story, and then also I made a video today. So last night I wrote the story. Today, during my lunch break, I filmed a video kind of about the story that I did it from memory because I didn't bring my computer with me to work. So I went on lunch break, I filmed the story as I could remember it from my head. I'm going to upload the video that I made today to my computer. We're going to take that video, we're going to upload it to Facebook. We're going to start an ad campaign, okay? And then we're going to take the ad copy that I wrote last night and we're going to throw it in there, and then we're going to run the campaign and see what happens, okay? So that's basically what we're doing tonight. And what's going to happen is that campaign is either going to work or it's not going to work. So we're either going to make money or we're not going to make money. It's pretty simple. That's all that's going to happen. So what is that? Keep remembering it. Oh, sorry. Okay. So camera upload. Keep your memory safe. I just put my phone in to get my video, and then this thing pops up. So okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get that video. So what I'm going to do is grab that video right now. And if you're watching this, while I'm doing these little things, I want you to kind of think about for yourself what kind of story you could have. All right. So my story is my story. You know, everybody has their own story, and a story doesn't have to be anything you know, spectacular. So if you're not James Bond, don't worry. It can be a very normal person can have a great story. In fact, everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. It doesn't even matter. If you live the most boring life and everything works out fine for you, never had any challenges, well, that's a story. Because that's impossible. No one ever lived a life like that. So whatever your life is, you have some story. So you can probably think about what your story would be. And honestly, I've been writing stories for a while now, and some of them suck. Okay, we get nothing. Like we write a story and nobody buys anything, nobody's interested, nobody reads it. And sometimes I write a story and lots of people love that story. So the point is that you're going to write stories, and some of them will be good and some of them will suck. However, the more you do it and the more you put them out there, the more you'll know which ones work and which ones suck. Okay, so I can tell you right now, just do your story and find out. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get that video to my computer and see how that works. Okay, so all I'm doing right now, and I'm not really sharing my screen because I'm not really sharing my screen right now because I'm not really good at that. Last time I did that, the whole thing went white. So I'm not going to do that right now. However, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. Basically, all I did was plug my iPhone into my computer because I made a video with my iPhone. Whatever you have to work with, you know, just use that. So for me, I had an iPhone. You might have an Android. So just work with what you got. Make videos like, you know, don't make. I've been doing videos for a while, and you know, they're not all that great. I mean, I just do the best I can. Some of them are better than others. So my advice to you is to do videos and then do it simple. You know, just do it on your iPhone or Android and then use it. Okay, so I think I found the video. And all I'm doing is I plug my iPhone in and I'm just looking in all the folders and looking for the video that I did today. That's all I'm doing. So the first step, and I think I found it. Yep, that's the video. Okay, so I found it. So all I'm gonna do is take that video, I'm gonna copy it, I'm gonna save it onto my computer. Now sometimes we do really amazing things with videos. Like my husband Jamal, he will take a video and then he'll splice things into it and make it real fancy. And I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'm just gonna set it up and make it run. And maybe during the week, before next week Thursday, we might edit the video and make it different depending on how it goes. So if the campaign looks good, we'll leave it alone. If the campaign is terrible, we might change the video or edit it or add some things into it. So that's all that's going there. So I just downloaded the video from my phone, which I made today at my lunch hour. I know it's a 5-minute video, so it's not long. It's a 5-minute video. It's just my story. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Facebook, and I'm going to see if let's see. Janelle, do you think you can go see if you can watch this on your computer? It's at candoitblog.com, and I'm going to screen share, and can you tell me if you see the screen when I screen share? Is that okay? So my husband's going to help me out here, because last time I screen shared, I had white screen, and I couldn't even tell. Candoitblog.com, our blog. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to upload that video. Okay, so you're just going to the blog. You see the blog? Yeah, just press play on the blog and see what you see. Does it start from the, do you see me now? Talking right now? Or is it from the beginning?
It's a delay.
There's a little bit of delay. Okay, good. Okay, so he's watching me on a little bit of delay. So right now I'm going to do a screen share, and we're going to see if it works. Okay? So here I'm going to screen share right now, and let's see. That's what I'm going to screen share. Start screen share. Okay. So right now I'm screen sharing, and hopefully you can see my screen. So can you see my screen, Janelle? He's on a delay, so he's gonna let me know in a little bit. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna start. Ah, it's coming up. So he's gonna tell me if he can see my screen. Can you see the screen share? So you see my Facebook page? All right, it's working. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do, so you guys can see, is I'm going to go to our fan page. So when you do Facebook campaigns, you make fan pages. We have an extensive training on this, by the way. If you decide to work with us, there's an extensive training on step-by-step and screen to screen exactly how to do a Facebook campaign. So I'm not going to go through all the details of how to make a fan page or things like that. However, I'm going to show you how, we do our campaign. So right here, I'm in my Facebook fan page, and I'm going to upload the video that I just downloaded from my phone. So I'm going to find the video. I'm going to find that video that I just uploaded to my phone. Oh yeah, I put it on my desktop. That's right. I remember now. Okay, so let's see. Find it. Okay, found the video. I'm uploading it. I'm going to say something like, great day at the beach. Just to put a little comment in there, and I'm going to post that video. Okay, so right now, you can see on the screen that it's posting this video to Facebook. Okay? So that's what we're doing first. That's the first step of tonight. And let me see here. Okay, I'm going to stop the screen share and come back. Okay, so right now in the background, right now, Facebook is uploading that video I made today. So that's the first step. That takes a little while, so I'm just letting it run and upload that video first. Okay, and now I'm going to take a look and see the ad copy that I worked on last night, and I'll share with you what we did. Let me open that up for you. Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm gonna go share my screen again. So let's share the screen. Oh, glad this is working this time. I'm getting better at this out thing. Okay, so right now I'm sharing my screen, and you should be able to see the Word document that I used to work on the Facebook ad copy for tonight's campaign. So we're doing something different. My husband and I have been working Facebook campaigns since last year, and I think we started around October. And we started out, it was not good. It was okay, not really good. We spent more money than we made, and it's an experiment. And when you start learning something, things happen. So basically, trial and error. We're doing a new technique this week. So this is the inauguration of a new technique. What we're doing is we're doing very, very super, super specific targeting. We got this advice from a colleague who told us that he heard a marketer tell him that it's better to be extremely specific in your target, speak to your target audience in their language, and then you'll have a more effective ad. So the target group, do you see the screen when the hangout? Is it the Word document? I'm just checking with my husband and make sure he can see it. Good. Okay, great. Okay, so this is the ad copy that I made last night. Basically, what I'm going to target is a group that I know well, is people who like T. Harv Eker. So that's a very specific group, okay? So whoever you are, you're going to target a group you know. Maybe it's soccer players, maybe it's whatever. For me, I know a lot about T. Harv Eker. I like his book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I went to his seminars. I know a lot about his concepts. I know about what happens in his seminars. And so I want to speak to that group of people. So it's a very specific group of people. It's people who actually basically are following T. Harv Eker on Facebook. When I looked on Facebook to see what that demographic was, that was about 600,000 people just in the United States and Canada, which is great. That's big enough for a campaign for me. So here's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to do this ad that I wrote last night, and basically it just talks about my story in regards to my journey with T. Harv Eker and just my own personal journey. So here we go, and I'm always working it, like this is a draft in the making, so I might change it up later. Right now the headline is What You Weren't Taught in Harv's Internet Bootcamp. So I took a course from T. Harv Eker's seminar called Internet Bootcamp. So that's why I'm very specific here, what you weren't taught in Harv's Internet Bootcamp. I might change the heading. I'm not sure if it's a good headline. I'll find out when this campaign runs and if it makes sense, if it does any good or not. So would you like to know what was missing at Harv's Internet Bootcamp? And that finally opened the floodgates of earning thousands online. I'll reveal it to you below as you continue reading. Today I spend a couple hours a day and can make thousands a day online. My husband and I travel the country masterminding with online marketers who have made millions, all on autopilot. The quality of our friendships and the goals that our family sets on a daily basis have changed exponentially. And before I share with you the simple system that brought us business success, let me start from the beginning. So I'm talking about what I'm offering uh, briefly. And I'm just talking about how today, what my life is, and then I'm going to talk about what happened before. So I remember feeling like a complete failure. I struggled financially for 14 years and was frustrated. I did what my teachers told me, got good grades, and friends got a good job, and still was always living paycheck to paycheck. So this is my story. Okay, so for 14 years, after graduating from school, I really never really made I never really made a lot of money for myself, and I realized that that was in my head. So I started an online business with the hopes of finally achieving my financial freedom with little success. Buried in credit card debt and desperate to turn my life around, I found an audio of Prefab Becker introducing the money blueprint and how you can change it by going to the Millionaire Mind Intensive. That was a big moment in my life, right? I was hooked. And while I was there, I signed up for the whole quantum package, went out to the inaugural internet boot camp. So I actually went to the first internet boot camp that Prefab Becker, had for peak potentials, the training program that he does. So I'm very specific here, really, really specific stuff, just because I know this demographic. And instead of making my 100K in an hour a day, I ended up getting so messed up on my credit that I had to get credit counseling. Depressed and deep in the red, I felt like such a failure. I was embarrassed to tell people about my finances and my feeble internet business that only sold ebooks for $1 to friends and family. I felt like I was never going to make it. Have you ever felt that way? Then last year, I had a breakthrough. I realized that my internet business was missing a simple system. I'll reveal what that is below. You see, my challenges weren't because I wasn't working hard enough, or because I wasn't smart enough. It was simply because I didn't have the simple, proven system to get the results I wanted. Once I discovered it, the pieces finally started falling into place. Almost instantly, my life had a radically new outlook. I was earning more per day in my business than I would have an entire month at my job. Note that our results are not typical because we choose to be different than most people, take action, and actually follow the system we were taught. Remember, when you do these ads, always tell the truth. So everything I'm writing here is the truth, okay? And you want to always tell the truth, never lie, okay? So if you don't have an interesting story to tell, like you didn't make money online yet or something, use someone else's story, talk about someone else making money online. Focus on what is true. Okay, never lie, never deceive people. What we're about is being honest and truthful and just being ourselves and being authentic. So that's what I'm doing here. Okay. It was like I had a key that unlocked the doors to the future I had always desired. It made selling online nearly effortless, like turning on a faucet and watching commissions pour into my bank. And all that pain and struggle began melting away. You see, the point is that if you're not getting the results you want in your online business, there's a problem. And here's what the problem is. While most people fall in love with the idea that you can be yourself, blog about what you like, and money will come in on autopilot, there's one missing key. It's the key to converting your online presence into actual sales. You see, we can set up a pretty website and start blogging on it and telling our friends and family. However, without the system in place, sales will not be made, and that is the key to making money online. Imagine for a second if you had the system that would turn every email, every video, every Facebook post, and every ad into cash. Imagine finally being successful. Imagine finally being able to turn on that autopilot and have commissions come to your bank account. I think for me personally, the imagine finally being successful is actually the biggest thing for me. However, how would you like to impact your life? More importantly, would that be of value to you? Access the system now by clicking here, workwithme.com/system. So if you're watching this right now live with me, I haven't actually set up that link, so I'm going to have to do that too during this webinar. Here's just some of what you'll discover when you take action. The 3 essential components to making sales online, even if you are a complete newbie. The missing key that has been keeping you from succeeding in making money on the internet. The one area that you can focus on to make all the money you want on autopilot. Way, way more. When I took action with my husband last year, it literally transformed our lives. Not only do we now have the system in place, we are confident in what it takes to bring in a steady flow of income to our online business. We know where to focus our efforts and to get to see the results in our bank account. Listen, this isn't theory, this is a real system used by over 300,000 real people every day. Now it's your turn to take action and start using it today. Click the link and can email and take action. So there's the link again. Of course, you could also not take me up on this, spend more time looking for a way to make money outside of your job without guidance, help, or any system. But why would you want to do that? I urge you to take action quickly as we are scheduling 20-minute coaching sessions with the first 10 people who take action. And we can only coach 10 since we are a busy couple with a 1-year-old son. So get in and get in quick if you are serious about making money online. That's the truth. We have a 1-year-old, right? And we are extremely busy, so we really don't have time to coach many people. So click the link, enter your email, and take action. I wish you the luck in your dreams and goals. I still have my jars in my closet. So I'm going to say money jars. This is something that's extremely specific to T. Harv Eker, okay? If you go to his seminars, you'll understand what I mean. If you haven't been, you won't understand a word I'm writing, which is why this is extremely targeted to one group of people. That's it. The only people who know about this are going to understand this. Okay? I still have my money jars in my closet, and my husband and I both budget with the jar system. Except now our jars are our bank account. And I'm proud to be a part of the peace community. You'll probably say, I have a million minds. Your financial freedom may go allow. And then there is the link again. So this is the ad that I wrote last night. Like I said, it was it's a draft in progress. Every ad always is. And we're going to run it, and then we're going to see if there's any interest in it at all. Anybody clicks on it at all. And if people click on it and they're interested in it, and then we start making sales, then we know it's a successful ad. If people don't click on it, then we'll know it doesn't work, and we'll have to start over. So that's basically what's going on with the ad. So I'm gonna go back now to regular. Okay, so that's what I did last night. Okay, so now you kind of understand the two components we're working on today. So the first one was we have the video going. So the video actually is now processing. So the video got uploaded and it's processing. So I'm going to wait for that to process. In the meantime, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make that page, which is the one that says workwithme.com/system. Because I need to set that up before I can run the campaign. Because if it's not set up, then there's no way people can go to that link and, find out more information. So I have to set that up. So right now I'm logging in. I'm not showing you this because I'm logging in. So once I'm done, I will show you what I'm doing. Let me log in first. Okay. So I am inside. Okay, so let's take a look, and maybe we can share the screen again. Screen share, and I can pick the one, this one. Start screen share. Okay, so right now I'm in my back office of my webpage, workwithme.com. So I need to have a page where people can opt in and learn more information about the offer, and I need them to go to a page called Systems. So what I'm going to do is I actually have a bunch of pages because I have a bunch of campaigns I ran before. So I'm going to take one of those pages and I'm just going to copy it. So first I'm going to take a look and see what this page is. I'm going to look and see what this page is. Make sure that's one that I want to use. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clone it right now. So I'm going to clone it, clone the page. Yeah, that's what I want to use. Okay. Okay, so I cloned the page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it, since this is very targeted to T. Harv Eker, I'm going to call it I'm going to call it, actually, I'm just going to call it the system. I'm just going to call it the system. Okay, so that's what's going to be. So we're going to call it the system. This is what the page is going to be. Now, the actual link is going to be just system. However, I'm going to call this page the system. I'm not going to get into details exactly of why I'm doing that. I'm just telling you that's what I'm doing. Like I said, if you want to know real technical details of exactly why I'm doing things, you have to, basically click the same link and join. So let's take a look here. We got an OK there. That's done. Update this. My husband reminded me, I'm going to do a quick income disclaimer right now. In the ad that I read, I had an income disclaimer in there. So we have made money on our business on the internet, and just because we make money in our business does not guarantee that anyone else will, because it is a business. It's like opening a store or doing anything that's a business. If you don't work your business, if you don't get the skills and you follow a system, it's, your results are basically up to you, right? So if you do have the skills and you do follow the system and follow the business plan and it's a proven system, then you'll probably get results. So it depends on your work ethic and everything. So there's no guarantee that just because we make money in this does not guarantee that you will if you're watching this right now. So that is our income disclaimer. So right now I'm going to launch Optimized Press. We're going to take a look at this page. So this page is basically an opt-in page that tells people there's a video that's going to show you how to make $100 per day online and turn it into $10,000 per month using a simple system. Okay, so that's fine. That works. It has our system in it, and they have to enter their email address to find out more, and that's it. So I'm going to save it and close it. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a pretty link, and that's where I get that system thing. So I'm going to add a pretty link, and pretty link is just something you can add to your, this is a WordPress website, so you can add a plugin called pretty link. So if you Google that, you can figure that out. So basically this pretty link is going to go to workwithme.com/the, right, well, the system, right? That's what it's called. It was all lowercase, the system. And then what I want the pretty link to say is system. Okay, and then I'm just going to describe this as the T. Harv Eker Facebook campaign. So I remember what this is about. And then I create the pretty link. So what happens is when people click on that workwithme.com/system, it's going to tell me how many people clicked on it so that I know how many people are actually clicking on the link in the ad. And that helps me figure out if the ad is any good. So that's one thing I'm doing right now. Okay, so that's done. So we're finished there. So I'm going to get out of here and go back. Okay, cool. So now we have the website set up so that if you click on system, workwithme.com/system, you'll get the right thing. So I'm going to test it now. If you're watching this Hangout now, go ahead and test it yourself too. So workwithme.com/system. I'm going to go there and I'm going to see if it works. So it's loading, and yes, I have the page I want, so I'm going to put in my email address as a test to see if it's going to work. Let me see. So I already have my email address in here. I'm just going to put in a different one. Okay, so I put my email address in to check if it works, and then it takes me to the correct page afterwards. Okay. Okay, so it works. So that's fine. So I just tested it, and that works. And then all I have to do is check my autoresponder and make sure that I collected that email correctly. So I just go and see. I'm going to go to home. I'm going to see if I just got a new subscriber. Where's the date? Okay, so I don't have any new subscribers added today. So maybe, so this is why we always test. We want to make sure that everything works. And if it doesn't work, we have to fix it. So let me see why. Maybe because I already have this email in here and I'm not able to do it twice. So, no, I don't think so. It's not there. So maybe it's just not uploaded yet. Sometimes it takes it a little while to figure it out. Yeah. So I don't think my link is working right now. Let me just double check another locale. Yeah, doesn't seem. Okie dokie. Alright, so anyway, like I said, this is real deal. So you're watching me do real stuff. So anyway, so that link is not working. So the page is not working. So I have to fix it. So I have to go back and figure out why the page doesn't work. Okay, so I mean, this is the real deal. I get to go look at it. I get to figure out what's going on with it. Why is it not working? Yeah, and just basically figure that out. So this is what I do. This is what we do in internet marketing. We test, test, test. Never launch a campaign without testing everything. So if your page doesn't work, don't launch the campaign. Fix it first, and after you fix it, then you launch your campaign. Because if your links don't work, then you're wasting money by launching a Facebook campaign. The links don't work. Okay. So the next step now is figure out why the link doesn't work. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, still it's not working. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something else. I'm going to basically, I'm going to find an email that I know is there. Okay, there's my email. My regular email, louisa@gmail.com. So I'm going to get rid of that from my list so that I can use it, so I can test it, basically. So I can use that as a test and put it in and see if I can. Sure, I want to delete that one, delete that person. Okay, so I deleted myself from my email list so that I can test it with myself. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that page and I'm going to see if I can get it to work. So workwithme.com/system. And then I get to this page. It looks okay so far. Putting in my email address. Click here to continue. Looks okay so far. Takes the email, takes me to the next page. Okay, so the process works okay. However, the thing that I'm having difficulty right now is seeing, is it adding the email to my subscribers? That's the big thing. Okay. So for whatever reason, and I don't know what the reason is, it is not adding email to my subscribers. So there's a few ways to fix that. One way is to just delete the whole page and start over, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete the whole page. Trash. I'm trashing this page, and I'm just going to start over. So, let's see. Empty my trash. Empty trash. Okay, so I'm going to do a screen share again so you guys can see what I'm doing. And here we go. Screen share. Start a screen share. Okay, so if you're out there and you're thinking, like I said, of doing your own campaigns and things, like as you can see, of course, it is a little involved. It's not like, you know, you just pop on and do it. There are some things you have to set up. It doesn't take actually more than a few days to set this stuff up. So if you're thinking it's really hard, it's not as hard as you think. However, it does require steps that and if you don't know this, we can show you. And maybe you do know this and you just want to see how we do. Haha. So anyway, congratulations, you're getting to see it. So here we are back in my back office for our webpage, workwithme.com. So I'm going to go back to all the pages and I'm going to see if these pages even work. So the one that I was using was Access It, and then there's also Breakthrough, Breakthrough It, Breakthrough. So Access It was the one I cloned, and it doesn't seem to be working. So why don't we do Breakthroughs and see if that works? So I'm going to go and I'm going to check if that page works. So these are pages I actually made before, and I'm just copying them. So that's all I'm doing. Okay, so I see this page. I'm going to enter my email, see if this page works. I'm going to click in there, enter my email. I go where I want to go. That works. Okay, fine. And I'm going to go back to see if I got subscribed. Yay, it worked. Okay, so I found a page that worked. Breakthroughs works. Breakthroughs added me in there. And if I go to my inbox, haha, I see that it added me as a subscriber. Cool. So that one works. So now we're going to copy that one. We're going to take Breakthroughs. We're going to clone that page. We know it works. So Breakthroughs works. We're going to change it to the system. That's what we're, the clone page. We're going to change it to the system. Okay. And then we're going to update that. Perfect. Okay, so one more test. So we just did that. So I'm going to go and I'm going to look at Work With Me. So as you can see, being an internet marketer is just a bunch of testing and making sure everything works properly. And if it doesn't work properly, then you have to fix it and then make sure everything is working before you start a campaign. So, okay, here I am. I'm going to test it, make sure it's working. So I'm at system now. workwithme.com/system is what I typed in, and then it automatically forwarded. The pretty link went to the system. So that's fine. So this it's working, and then it goes to the right page. Great. And then in my email, do I get notification of the new subscriber? Added today. It doesn't show this new subscriber in. Let me see, added today. Still doesn't show it. It might be because I already have it in my autoresponder, and that's why this new email is not displayed. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to do some. I'm going to delete my email that I just put in. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to do that one. I don't know why the other email doesn't work. So let's go in and test it again. So workwithme.com/system. system. So going to where we made our contact system, putting in louisa@gmail.com. Click here to continue. And then I get to the right page. That looks fine. Added today. Okay. So for some reason, when I clone the page, it just doesn't work. Good to know, good to know. But for some reason, it's not working. So when I use the regular page, it works. However, when I clone the page, it's not working. Okay, so what is the solution to that? Well, there's a couple solutions. One thing I can do is just forward the pretty link to a page that I know that works. Like, I could forward it to breakthroughs, and I know that page works. I could construct a whole new page. It's another option. Considering we only have 13 minutes left, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to forward it to a page that works. I'm going to go to my pretty link, and I'm going to edit this, and I'm just going to change the system to breakthroughs because I know that page works. I'm going to update that. And I'm going to test it again. I'm going to go www.workwithme.com/system. System. I'm going to do that. Go there. Put in my email address. Okay. Ta-da, it goes to replace. I'm going to hit this just to make sure this works. I'm going to make sure when I hit the buy button, yeah, okay, it's fine. Okay, so I just tested all my things. Let me make sure. Okay, so yes, and it added it to my. I got a note that I got added in, and it came from. Let's see, other email. This one. It came from breakthroughs, I think. It came from the system. Okay. I'm not sure if this is. So I'm not sure if it's working yet. Again, let's take a look. Show all. Added today. Okay, so it did work. So it added my name. Okay, so now we have a link that works. Okay, it took us a little while to make it work. However, now it works. Okay, so going back to stop screen share. Okay, back to me. Okay, so now we finally made a link that works. Okay, so the workwithme.com/system now works. And we have ad copy written, ready to go in an ad. We're uploading the video that's going to go with this ad. We're going to run this ad on Facebook only to people who are fans of T.R. Becker. So it's a very specific, super specific group that I know about because I love T.R. Becker. And I've read his book and listened to it like thousands of times, and I just love the guy. So I can talk to that group because I'm one of them, right? And like I said, this is a totally different way of campaigning for us. Before, we were doing like multiple different kinds of groups or just marketing to all of a certain state. You know, we didn't really make it specific. Before, we would just be like, okay, we're going to market to all of Hawaii, or we're going to market to all the United States. And now, this time, we're going to start something new. We're marketing to one particular type of people like T.R. Becker, who live in the United States and Canada. That's what we're doing. So it's an experiment, you know. Like I said, it's very exciting for me. Actually, when we run Facebook campaigns, it's always interesting for us because we don't know how they'll do. And then we run them and then they're like, oh, it worked or it didn't. So it's probably exciting for you too because you get to see. I mean, you get to see what we're doing. And then next week, I'm going to share with you if it worked or not. And then we're going to do another one. And we're just going to do one every week. We're just going to keep going every week, every week. So it's kind of exciting, you know. The worst that'll happen is that we'll just fail, and learn a lot, right? However, I have a feeling that we're going to make good money. So It's gonna be fun. So let's find out. Okay, so let's take a look at Facebook and see if everything is cool here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen again. So screen share. Okay, so starting the screen share again. Here we are on our Facebook fan page, May and Channel Out, and I'm going to reload it. We put a video in it. It should be showing up now. See, so there's a video, and it already had 2 views. 2 people viewed it already. So that's cool. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make an ad. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to Ads Manager. I'm going to make an ad. So I'm coming in here, create an ad. So you have this thing in your Facebook where you can create an ad. And so you go and you create an ad. So I'm going to post Facebook engagement. I'm going to use May and Channel Allow. That's the fan page where I uploaded the video. And that's the video I uploaded. So I'm going to do that now. There's the video playing. I'm going to pick the audience. So I said I'm going to do United States and Canada. So I'm going to do Canada. Okay. United States and Canada. Now I could do another country if I wanted. I'm just going to do United States and Canada. I'm going to run with 18. They have to be 18 and older to join our offer. To purchase what we have, you have to be 18 years old. So I'm changing the age group so only people who are 18 and over can see it. I only want English speakers because everything we sell is in English. Okay. So right now, as you can see, the potential reach is really high because I didn't specify yet. So it's 182 million people. Now that's too many people. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to interest and I'm going to write T. Harv Eker. And there he is. Check it out. T. Harv Eker. And look at that. 580,000 people. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. That's my demographic. I'm done. Okay? Now you might want to change it up a bit. You might want to do only women, only men, or something like that. And I'm not. I'm just doing T. Harv Eker. It's a small enough group. It's only 580,000 people. I mean, that's a lot of people, though. If I had 580,000 people buy our products, then that would be a great thing. So, and I wish I could negative. I don't know how to do that. So to say people who like, because I don't want to advertise people who already own what I'm selling. However, I don't know how to do that. So I'm just going to advertise people who like T. Harv Eker. Like I said, people who already have it, they won't buy it. They already have it. That's fine. Okay, and that's it. And you might want to specify even more. It's up to you. For me, I'm just going to do it this way. More text, that's all good. And I want it to go to all people, not just people connected with us. They're going to call it USA Canada 18 plus. That's fine. The budget they're putting at is $5 a day. So right now we're going to do that budget, $5 a day. And place the order. That's it. So we just place the order. And then here's where you could create another ad, a similar ad, and change some stuff if you wanted. So it'll keep the same ad, you can just change one thing. Like if you say, oh, I only want this ad to be shown to men, or I only want this ad to be shown to women. Just to see, are men liking it more, or women liking it more? You could do that. Let's do it. Why not? So here, I've got the same thing here, and I'm just going to hit men. Let's see how many men are there. 240,000. They're mostly women. Okay, so I'm just going to do men. Everything else is going to be the same. I'm going to run in the same ad set. So the same $5 a day is going to be split amongst all these ads. So I'm going to create another similar ad. And I'm just going to make it target women. That's it. And that would be the rest of the people, I'm assuming. 340,000. Okay, so place order. Everything else is the same. And I'm done. I'm just going to stop. Okay. Okay, so the ad has been created, and right now it's in review. So people are reviewing it. They're going to review the ad. And then when they approve it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ad copy and I'm going to put it in the Facebook post. And then that's it. And then the ad will be up and running. So that's what's going on with this campaign. We have 4 minutes left. Not sure if anyone has any questions. Unfortunately, I don't really have a chat box under here. If you do have questions, you can always email me your questions, meylysa@gmail.com, meylysa@gmail.com. Let me go back and unscreen, turn off the screen share. Okay, so I'm back, and I think I can put it so you can actually see if you have questions. No, that's not it. No, that's not it either. Let me see. Okay, so there's this Hangout toolbox on this Hangout that I can do things and show you some stuff. So I can put in here a link. If you're interested in finding out more about me, you can email me. Let's see. Okay, so and in the video you saw, if you're interested in working with us, you can go to workwithme.com/system. Okay, I just made the link. It worked, so you can go there if you want. If you're watching this. I'm gonna put the link to my blog here because that's really where all the you can contact me. You can find out more about what we're doing. You can get access to the replay. All kinds of stuff. So here, I put it in the screen for the last couple of minutes. That's my name, Dulgalao. My husband's Jamal. He's actually sitting across the table. We have the link to the blog. Our blog is candoitblog.com. So you might want to write that down. Every week Thursday we're going to do a live hangout, and you can go to our blog to watch it, or you can subscribe to me on Google Plus, and then you can see the weekly hangout as well. So you can just keep in touch with me through the blog if you like. That's an easy way to do it. We put different content every week on different topics: internet marketing, books on self-development, how to become a better leader. So lots of good content. So that's the blog that I'm running. So go ahead and go to that blog, favorite it on your browser so you can check it out. Or you can, like I said, you can keep track of the Google Plus Hangouts and just join in every Thursday. So next week, Thursday, I'm going to show you the results of that Facebook campaign I just set up. Like I said, it's a whole new thing. We're going to start it tonight, and then I'll let you know how it goes. And we'll talk about how to analyze it. I'm getting new at analyzing it. Basically, I just write everything down and look at it and figure out if it makes sense and figure out where we should go from there. So looking forward to seeing you next week, Thursday. Looking forward to seeing how our campaign does. This is brand new, and looking forward to sharing any revelations. And if you are interested in working with us, you can go to the blog link, and there's actually plenty of places to click to work with us if you want to start doing your own internet marketing. All right, so take care. Have a great evening. It is midnight here in Hawaii, so I'm going to say aloha and good night.